As you can see, the Higo mini bike is pretty dirty. And this is because me and my kids went through the forest trail to really test and push this thing. So we jumped it, we went through water, we went through mud, sand, a rocky trail. So let's go check out how it performed. So the really cool thing about it is the full suspension on here. You can see all the forks from front suspension are all acting. Even just driving it normally in the grass, you can see it go up and down. First, let's test this bike in a dirt trail. Out of eco mode, if you put it in the center, or sport mode, that's a little bit too fast for a muddy trail like this, especially this one that's on an angle. So when you're coming too fast and it's an angle like this, it's very easy to hit the bump and it throws you out of track, and then you end up wiping out with it. But see how durable this is. Like, that's just a little bit of cleaning that needs to be done. Nothing got broken on there, and even like the stuff that looks like scratches, if you pass your thumb against it and rub it, see there's no scratches on this thing. Nothing got broken. Even this here, that's all just dirt, no problem. This bike is supposed to be waterproof. We found a couple puddles to test this. The batteries are mounted pretty high, so is the electronic, which is just underneath the seat. Uh-oh, wet feet.
So it's very slippery because of all the mud at the bottom here. So even if you turn the handlebars like whatsoever any direction, it'll still just throw you straight and give you a little bit of speed wobbles.
Oh, okay. Even with the big knobs on the tires, it's still slippery in here, eh?
Yeah.
It seemed to handle stone trail pretty good. So the reverse button is helpful because if you have a bump like this, the bike is 168 pounds, so it's quite a bit. Takes quite a bit of power to move backwards, but if I press the button, it's pretty much taking the weight of the bike and I'm just pushing it lightly, and it's super easy for me to back up. Enter, put it on speed mode or sport mode and go out there and tell us how fast you're able to go with it. How fast are you able to go with this thing?
For me, it says I'm able to go around like 43 kilometers per hour.
It tells you kilometers, but it doesn't hold how fast you are able to go with it. But see, the screen is pretty cool. It tells you how much battery life you have, and you can see the circle of the battery amount for the 2 battery. They stay illuminated like that the whole time you're using the bike. Here you have your kilometers an hour or miles per hour. I'm not sure if you can change it from miles to kilometer. I assume that you could. And here it tells you which mode you're in. And so far, we just got this last night and we did 17 kilometers with this thing. Here it shows us that we have 2 batteries in it. And those bars at the top, it just shows you how much of the throttle you're using for it. So until you're able to go 43 kilometers an hour max, I'm able to go 42. So it's still pretty good in sport mode because I'm almost the maximum, like 210, 220. Well, I'm always the maximum weight that this can carry, and I'm able to push it pretty much at what it's rated for. Alright, let's see if this thing can climb a curve. No problem. Let's try hill climbing and loose dirt and sand mix. Nope, not enough power. I can never reach enough speed. I only make it 3/4 of the way of that hill. Doesn't matter how many times I tried. On his first attempt, my son was pretty much able to make it as far as me. But as his try goes, he's making it farther and farther up the hill. Whoa!
It's like just the last part right here.
You made it!
It's even more scary on your end.
Yeah, because especially there's the weight behind it too.
Yeah, it's not like you can just put your foot down and it'll stop. You have to actually keep going with it. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
I'm not gonna show you the end of this clip. There was no way I could follow this loose dirt trail. Now let's try it on a packed dirt trail. But really, here's what you've been looking for. Can this thing jump? So really, I'm pretty happy with this bike. Like, it's been good all the way around. Everything is, you know, lots of the time you'll have a machine. Lots of the time you'll have a machine that is actually, you know, they exaggerate the rating for it. This one is dead on. Like, they're not lying to you about what it can do. What it says on the box is what you can actually do in real life with it. So we're pretty happy with this bike. The only disadvantage that we find is that's too bad. You can only carry one person at the time, and you cannot. It's a off-road vehicle. It's not street legal here in Canada anyway. And because it's too powerful for the street, being an e-bike, it's 500 watt maximum, and this is 1,000 watt, so we cannot go on the road with it. So we have to do a little bit of walking from home to be able to find a spot where we can use it. Anyway, if you like this video, like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Hey, wait for me!